So a couple of days ago, I built my first ever house on mobile, and this is how it turned out. As you can see, it's serving flop error.
Your flop era is low-key serving.
First off, the outside is dreadful. We then have the roof, which I don't even want to talk about the roof. We then have the inside. In my defense, it was my first ever mobile home, but that gives me no excuse as to why there is a bed in the kitchen. So I thought in today's video, I'm going to renovate my first ever mobile home into the house that it was meant to be. So let's get started. So I think it's only fit to change the plot name to Alaska's House of Hell, or like Alaska's House of Heaven. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna get rid of this random junk I call gardening. What is this garden? It's so bad. Oh gosh, I don't remember it being this bad. When I was playing on mobile, I was like, you know what? It actually doesn't look too bad. But then when I'm on my computer, it looks awful. This footpath took me not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 attempts. No, 5 attempts. Oh, we then have the roof. You know what? Just get rid of everything. I don't care. I don't want anything in this house. All right? I'm not keeping absolutely anything. Okay, so step 1, like any house renovation, get rid of everything we do not need. And in this case, that is absolutely everything. I ain't keeping this kitchen. I ain't keeping the lights. I ain't keeping the door, the bedroom, the dining room, the living room, the bathroom, all these awfully placed windows. See, the fact that it already looks better and it's just an empty plot. The floor plan is like the most awful floor plan I've ever done. You know what? I was on mobile. You can't judge me. Also, what are these wall trims? That's not even painted. Okay, we've got a raw, fresh house. But with any rules of my house renovations, we cannot remove any of the existing walls. However, we can change the layout of the inside a little bit. I think the house style I wanted to go for was a traditional suburban house. It feels so good being able to do an actual functional roof this time.
You can't do it! You are stressing me to hell.
Okay, you know what? One of the rules of the challenge was that I literally could not press undo. I don't know why I decided that would be a good idea.
I actually did it myself. Yeah. Nice.
I don't really know what I'm doing with this roof. I'm kind of just fluking it and hoping for the best. I'm thinking maybe something like this. And if we want to be sneaky, we can even add a wall on the roof to make this house look really fancy. See, I don't know. I kind of like it. Okay, now that the roof's fixed, finally, next thing we're going to do is paint this thing. The only problem is if I want to paint this little section here, if I paint it, it paints the entire wall. So knife hack, delete the wall and then replace it in sections. No, because you guys do not understand the pain my thumbs were in at the end of that video. If you've never played on mobile before, you have to like tap so much. No one told me how much you've got to tap. What is the back of this house doing? Oh my lord. Ah! Don't look, guys. Don't look. There, guys. I fixed the back. Doesn't look like a total flop show right now. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is just add some wall trims around the house. Let me tell you, the time it's taking me to change the roof, add wall trims, and paint all the walls is the time it took me to add one single wall when building this on mobile. Yuck, I hate the fact that you can see the floor from the roof, so we're just gonna add a little standard square beam. Now for some windows. I hate the fact that you can't add windows in the roof here. Like, how nice would a window on the roof right there would look?
What are you doing? I'm writing a letter to Santa. Dear Santa.
So guess what, babes? We're doing custom windows. As in custom windows, I literally mean just adding a standard window and a half round factory window on top. And then you kind of have a little custom window. And you know what? Speaking of windows, every single time I went to place something down, it automatically just placed the item down. I'm just like, whoa, hold on.
Hold on on that. Hold on. Now hold on.
Oh, we can't forget our fake window up the top here. Hashtag fake rooms, am I right? Another thing I wish we could do is custom doors. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna do a custom door. How we're gonna do this? Traditional door and then a sphere on the top. There is honestly like so many possibilities with the transform tool and basic shapes. You can literally choose to be so creative with it and come up with such cool ideas. Look at that custom door. When was the last time you saw someone have a custom door like that? This kind of feels like I'm renovating the starter home again. I don't know why, but it just does. Now we can do the front yard, which is kind of what I'm excited about, especially this footpath, because I struggled so intensely in doing this footpath on mobile. And I mean, to be completely honest with you, it didn't even look good. So all that struggle for absolutely nothing. You know what I hate about the Bloxburg Christmas update? I can't have concrete walls because it blends in with the snow. It looks like I've got a snow house. So now I'm just going to outline the window with some plain markings. The only thing I'm going to keep the same from the old house is the fences in the front yard. I'm also going to include a small picket fence at the front here, so maybe we can have a little custom garden. And it won't look like complete garbage like my old garden.
But that's rude.
I don't even think I can consider that as a garden. I literally just smacked plants down and I was like, all right guys, that's it. Thank you.
I'm done.
And we're gonna do something a little bit cool. We're gonna have a vertical cylinder in the front yard here. Make this out of dirt and place a gorgeous little snow pine tree. And then there we go. We have the front yard all complete. So now we can start renovating the inside. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is just change up a few walls. We're not gonna delete them. We're just gonna add some more. So this bit here is gonna be the living room. So I'm just gonna add an extra wall here to kind of close this off. And I'm also gonna do the same concept right here as well. So between these two walls, I just place pillars and then a plain high arch on the top. And it ends up looking something like this. And as for the layout, this is still gonna be the bathroom and this is still gonna be my bedroom. Another thing I remembered about doing this house in mobile was the fact that I couldn't do laid flooring. Y'all do not understand my frustration when I couldn't do laid flooring. Like, it would take so much time. The entire house was just like the same texture. Okay, so we're gonna use a mixture of planks. The kitchen, we're gonna do checkered tiles. Could y'all imagine doing checkered tiles in mobile?
Oh, hell no!
Absolutely not, babe. I'm raging just thinking about it. And you know what? Low-key, I kind of like the green feature wall that I added last time, so I guess we can keep that. But that will be the only thing that we are keeping in this house. The fact that it already looks 10 times better and I haven't even added anything yet, that's saying a lot. Now, typically, I would work on the entryway first, but you know what? I want to switch it up. I want to go straight to the bedroom and renovate the bedroom. I could have the bed along this wall, but you know what would look so much better? A fireplace. Instead of a TV, a painting. I love traditional bedrooms. Every single time I see a traditional bedroom, I'm just like, I need that in my life. My girl math when building, right? When I'm building something, I will start off with having a lot of motivation. And then by the end of it, I'll have like no motivation. And I'm like, okay, I want this over with. Hence why I'm starting with the bedroom first, because I want the bedroom to look good. I don't know if we should add curtains. I feel like that would look stupid. You know what? No curtains. Who even needs privacy, babe? Not me. Okay, as for the bed, we're gonna have one of those fancy influencer cloud beds.
Try being an influencer for a day, because the people who say it's easy are so far out of their minds.
So we're literally just gonna put a beveled cube, resize it so it's the shape of the bed, and then if we have the transform tool, we can bring this up to the size of the bed. And I mean, you know what? While we're here, we can also do a custom bed frame. Oh, you know what I want? One of those big pregnancy pillows.
So I'm 34 weeks today.
Okay, you're probably like, Alaska, what is going on with these pillows right now? Okay, hear me out. I'm gonna try something a little bit different. The back ones are gonna be shorter than the ones at the front, but the ones at the front are gonna be skinnier. See, I don't know if I done something or that looks stupid. And you know what? We're gonna do the same life hack that my bedroom has. I have LED lights around my bed because, you know, fancy like that. And for the bedside tables, we're gonna use these end tables. They kind of look nice. Why don't I start off with the bedroom more often? We're also doing a custom lamp and then copying this and adding it on the opposite side. We're adding thin square beams above the lamp. Why? Because it looks cool. And also I'm not measuring this out, so I'm just hoping that it's the same measurements. If it's not, guess what? I'm gonna leave it. That doesn't match up, but guess what? I don't care. Oh, mate, that is the most gorgeous bedroom I've ever done in my life. And a carpet on top of a carpet. Why? Because I said so. There's no rules in this Bloxburg house, okay? I'm not like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom.
There are no rules in this house. Not like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom.
And the last thing we're gonna add in this room is like a tuft armchair in the corner. And then on this wall here, we'll have a little fancy wardrobe. This can be where we place all of our clothes, okay? Okay, so bedroom is complete. Now we can move on to, you know what? We're gonna do this room by random. We're gonna pick the bathroom. Okay, we'll do the bathroom next. Now, for the bathroom, cabinets up the top here with 2 counters. Why do these horizontal woodblocks look so good?
That's good.
So mirrors at the back here mixed with some LED lights. Oh my god, wait, we can have like pink and blue toothbrushes. Okay, this little indent right here, this is where we're gonna place the shower. And for some ungodly reason, we cannot place a wall here because Bloxburg is like, oh, not enough space.
No.
Why is it that whenever I want to place a wall down, Bloxburg's like, not enough space, but then I can place a basic shape down instead. This is my little custom door, by the way. And I'm also going to add an extra one, but then this way, because then it looks like the shower can like open and close. I don't know if that looks stupid or not, but okay, it looks a little bit stupid. Maybe if we make it smaller. Yeah, I think that looks better. When was the last time I added one of these to my game? You know what? We're adding one in the shower. This is where we can have all of our soap. Do people still use like these soap dishes? Whenever I use a soap bar, it gets like gooey. Okay, that sounds a bit weird, but like, you know when you leave your soap in the shower and like all the water goes on it and then you have like gooey soap?
I don't need to know about that. You keep that to yourself.
Also, all I've done was paint this shower glass white and it looks so much better compared to this. That was the before and this is the after. The more I work on this house, the more I'm literally unable to recognize it. Okay, where can we put our shower towels? I guess it makes the most sense right here. And you got some live, laugh, love signs. If your mum or your parent has a live, laugh, love sign in her bathroom, you know she has her stuff together. And now the next thing we're gonna work on, darling, is I'm kind of feeling the living room. I really want to do a custom fireplace, wicker fire pit table, sneak a cube on top of that. Next to the fireplace, we'll place 2 traditional bookshelves. And you know what? The top of this is kind of basic and boring. So we're gonna have a convey straight. You know what? I'm kind of feeling fancy today. I don't know why. No, you know why? Because ever since I've done that god-awful mobile home, I feel like I need to prove to you guys that I'm not a complete flop of a builder. Everyone was like, Alaska, you suck at building. And I'm like, no, hear me out, okay? That was me on mobile. We don't talk about me on mobile. See, look at this. Convey straight up the top. You know what would look nice with green? A nice wood texture. Like that. Oh! Okay, so I want to fill these storage units up, but I don't want them to be cluttered. So I'm just going to place random clutter on this bookshelf and just hope it doesn't look cluttered by the end. Okay, you know what? There we go. I don't think that looks too cluttered. All right, next thing we're going to do is just slap some sophisticated lounges in here. You know what? We're going to do the rule of 4. That looks so stupid. No, we're not. I was trying to be quirky, okay? I was trying to do something that I've never done before. All right, you know what? I think we're just going to have a good old corner lounge moment. I can't get over how gorgeous this house is. And before I started renovating this house, I was literally talking about how ugly it was. I'm telling y'all, the power of renovation. You know, one piece of advice for you guys, if you don't like a build, try and renovate it. Like before you bulldoze it, focus on one room and be like, okay, what do I don't like about this room? And try and renovate it. Because most people, whenever they don't like a build, they're like, okay, I'm starting from scratch and I'm gonna redo the whole thing. And instead, what you guys should do is focus on the builds you have now and just try your best to improve them.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
Like this house that I built in mobile was absolutely dreadful. But I mean, you know what? Now look at her. She's stunning. Like this house had a better glow up than Kylie Jenner. My pet peeve for some reason is whenever I have an empty section like this, I'll try to fill it with some plant or a floor lamp, or in my case, both. I love the olive green wall color that I used for this wall. It just looks so pretty. Okie dokie. So we got the living room done, which means the next room we can work on is I'm feeling the kitchen. And you know what? All I'm gonna say is whatever I do for the kitchen, I mean, it's not gonna look worse than what it did before. So babes, I've got high hopes here. This is what usually comes up when I type up traditional kitchen. In my personal opinion, I think they're quite boring and a lot of them lack flavor and color.
Excuse me?
Okay.
If you do like a traditional elegant kitchen, as you can see, most of them come up with more flavor. So yeah, you know what? I don't know. I guess we can just fluke it with this kitchen. Sometimes I feel like the more I plan out my builds, the uglier they'll look. So I try not to plan them out and just go with the flow, I guess. So my problem with this Pro Chef oven, right, is I hate the top of it. And if I place a counter right next to it, I don't know, I just feel like it looks stupid. So I'm literally just gonna place a cube on top. This way, the top of the oven can also work as a potential cutting board. I usually hate these commercial sinks, but I feel like it would look good for what we're doing. Okay, and of course we cannot forget our cabinets up the top here. Besides this section here, this is gross and we're not putting cabinets here. To spice it up, mamacita, we are adding oak shelves. Wait, low key, I just thought of something for the island bench. What if we add 2 fancy desks and we'll also place a cube on top, so then this way it can be a different color. Now the fun bit, which is painting. Inner 2016 Bloxburg of me is telling me to have a linen kitchen. So you know what? I shall listen to what the heart wants. Right now, the heart is wanting a linen kitchen. And I mean, tell me that doesn't look beautiful. Now we just need some shaggies. I just call chandeliers shaggies. And I want a custom cutting board at the back here. So we're gonna get a basic shape, but we're gonna put it on an angle and then run right next to it. But this one can be smaller. I mean, look at that. We got 2 custom cutting boards. That is kind of cute. And I guess the next thing we have to do in this kitchen is just decorate it, fill it with some clutter. These jars up here just remind me of grandma. Not my grandma, just grandmas in general. I just feel like every grandma has these jars. My avá has a cookie jar. Avá is grandma in Portuguese, by the way. Anyway, she has a cookie jar. And when you open it, you'd think there'd be cookies in it, but no, there's just like random junk. Also, instead of chairs, we're using ottomans. Okie doke. So that is our kitchen. Also, for some reason, you have to go into the kitchen to actually get to the bedroom. But personally, I find that a win because if you want to have a little late night snack, the kitchen's right outside your door. You're welcome if you're copying this house. And because we've got like so much room here, we're not going to have the dining room because, well, the dining room's going to be here. So on this little section, we're going to have breakfast nook. So yeah, that is what we're having here, a little breakfast nook. My avatar actually just gave me a jump scare. I seen something moving in like my peripheral vision. There's just like my avatar staring at me like a little creepazoid. Okay, so I just set this table up. That's our little reading nook. Very cute. However, I do think we need some curtains here for some privacy. And we're like, Alaska, what are you going to add in this little empty space? 3, 2, 1, boom. Thank you very much. Also, this sign is going to be like, welcome to my kitchen or something. I don't know. That actually turned out nice. Okay, with the kitchen complete, now we have this little section here, which is going to be like the dining room and the entry. I've never been more excited to do a dining room in my life because if you guys did not see how this dining room looked before, let me tell y'all, it was awful. Considering we're going to have a long dining table, it'd make the most sense if we had a nice long window to match that. See, and I stand corrected, thank you. Because this room here is so obnoxiously long, to make it appear like it's shorter, we're going to have a nice feature wall. I'm pretty sure that I used a modern table in my dining table last time, which I think is way too big, especially because of how small this house is. So to make this look better, we're going to use a skinny Victorian dining table. And in the middle here, we're just going to decorate it with some vase and flowers. A placemats I added was so wonky, it was actually awful. I'm sweating in my room and I'm just like, oh my god, why am I sweating? It's so hot. It is 39 degrees Celsius right now, which is, it's 102 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Woo! I'm just like, why am I sweating so much right now? Okay, and I guess to match with these chairs, we could use Victorian dining chairs, but Victorian house, we're doing a traditional house. So we're gonna use traditional chairs. I don't know why there's so many chairs in here. This is literally a 1-bedroom house. Like, who's gonna be here? No one. I'm lonely. Okay, there we go. There is our dining table. All I have to say is that was a much needed glow up. Okay, this means that the last room we have to do is, well, the little entry area. This feels so weird, the fact that I'm doing the entry area last. I don't think I ever have. This feels weird. This feels like I should not be allowed to do this. Maybe we can fit a cute little console table with like one of these weird looking statues. Wait, does Bloxburg have house phones? Yeah, we'll have a little house phone right here. Like this wall's too white. Maybe if we change it to oyster. Oh, wait, that oyster is kind of nice. Okay, last touch, a welcome mat. And then voila, the house is complete. So the original price of this house was $58,000, but after the renovation, it comes to a total of $100,000. Oh, that is kind of satisfying. But you know what? For $100,000, I think this is pretty neat. It honestly looks so much better than compared to what it was before. Okay, so if we make our way inside, hello. First room we have is, of course, the entryway. Oh my gosh, this looks so much better than what it was before. So firstly, when you walk in, you see the new renovated dining room. I honestly love the colors and the textures of this house. However, I love the fact that I did not paint this one single chair. And then if we scooch our way over here, we have the living room. This living room is honestly so warm and cozy. I also decided to keep the same chairs that the house had before, just for a little touch of nostalgia. Okay, honestly though, my favorite thing about this living room has to be this section over here. Like, hello. Last section we have in the left wing is, of course, the bathroom. Yeah, it's kind of basic. It's not my best bathroom. I like this custom shower head though. I feel so clean taking a shower here. And then like above your head, we have some inspirational live, laugh, love posters. Live, laugh, love, Mr. Worldwide.
It's Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide, back here again and let you know. I just came to remind y'all que se culo bota caca.
Now, moving on to what I think is my favorite part of this house is the kitchen. This is what the kitchen looked like before. And this is what the kitchen looks like after. I honestly think this is like the best renovation that I've ever done. Like, look at this bit here. Alaska Violet's queenly kitchen. Like, this is my kitchen. Get out. I don't care that I'm only level 4 cook. I'm about to start up my own cooking show in here. This custom-made island bench. Gasped. Okay, so last room in the house we have is the bedroom, which I think is like the most coziest thing ever.
Boring. Yawning. Sloppy.
I don't know if this bed works though, because I actually have not tested the bed. And then across from this, we have like a fireplace and a chair. Pretty simple. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, the bed works, except all the pillows suspiciously disappear.
Baby, I'm not even here.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed me renovating my first ever home that I built in mobile. I'm so happy with the end result. I think I'm gonna keep it, honestly. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!